So, what is so special about clean numbers? Well, the only special thing in the end is that this is a function that calls some other functions. And that's of course not uncommon. Many functions will call other functions, either built-in functions provided by the environment you're working with, or functions that are coming from some third-party packages, or, like we have it here, custom functions, our own functions that are defined somewhere else. This is totally normal and common. But if you test a function like clean numbers, which is calling other functions, your test, of course, will also implicitly test those other functions, because the results of those other functions matter for this test. This should make sense, because those other functions are executed. Now, later in this course, we will learn about techniques of basically removing such external dependencies from our tests if we need to, but it also makes sense to sometimes test the combination of different functions, so your function calling other functions. And this is what's commonly called an integration test. That being said, though, you are able to find discussions on the internet, as you always do for any topic, I guess, about what exactly is an integration test or not. Feel free to join those discussions. For simplicity and as a good rule of thumb, you have an integration test if you're combining multiple modules, if you're combining multiple units or multiple functions, as we're doing it here by calling multiple functions. And you could call multiple functions inside of a test. Instead of just acting on one function, you could call multiple functions and use the results of multiple functions in combination, and that would be an integration test. Or you test a function that already calls other functions, as we have it here, and then this would be your integration test in the end. And that's what I want to do now. Over the next lectures, we will write some tests for clean numbers, and we will learn what we need to watch out for when testing functions that rely on other functions.